Step 22 in going from employee to entrepreneur. We've gone through a lot. First of all, you've ideated on the concept, you've discovered your why, you've discovered the how. We've gone through how you're the only one that's going to be able to deliver this. We've built avatars, we've bought domain names, we've built websites, we've built social media handles. You've come a really long way if you've made it this far. This is where you start to go from that first 100, the first 1,000, the first 10,000, maybe even the first $100,000 to start to really scale up your operation. And again, the goal is delegate and replace. When you get to this point, you want to understand how to build great systems, great processes. The more that you can remove yourself as the founder, even if you're a small consulting or coaching group, you can hire agencies, you can hire part-time talent, you can hire freelancers. The more you replace yourself from the stuff with someone else who's an expert, it makes you lean back in your chair and say, you know what, I'm in control of this business. I know where my costs are, I know where the values are, and you can scale exponentially. So number 22 is going to be about service packaging and productizing your IP. There are so many ways right now that you can productize your IP. What our platform does with Rhythm is gives you the opportunity to productize your IP within courses, within a community, within coaching groups, within events, within a CRM. So there's a million different ways. The most prevalent ones that we're seeing right now with people having success are doing it in packages and journeys. So if you're going to be able to sell a system or a package to people, you can bundle things like shooting a video course, building your coaching group, building your community, building a one-time mastermind or two-day mastermind event, doing an in-person thing where you're coming and doing a full brand takeover as a consultant for a couple of days. So a lot of different ways to do this. And it can be very difficult to take all of your life experience, all the stuff you've learned in corporate America, and turn it into IP. One of the first things I did when I was going from employee to entrepreneur here is I wrote a playbook. Playbooks are unbelievably effective ways as PDFs and really easy to design and manage that you can use as a lead magnet on paid social media, a lead magnet on your website, a lead magnet to print and actually have in person if you go to a networking event. I love the playbook concept. It's becoming a little bit played out, pun not intended, as we get more into this coaching and personal brand expertise kind of learning product. However, I think there's still a ton of white space here for you to create your own playbook. So the way I did it was I went to Canva. I pulled up a presentation or a template that was going to be basically 8.5 by 11. There's a million themes and a million templates in there that you can basically take a theme from and then customize it to your own brand voice, which you already have, and deliver your own value system through it. So these playbooks, we don't really want to be too salesy. It's more just a journey into your IP, your experience, why you were hand selected as the one who's going to be delivering this particular course or this system. So the way we did it was we dove into personal brands. I leveraged my expertise as a musician, as a 4-time founder, and all the failures very transparently, all the successes that we've had. And I can even give it to you if you'd like, and I'll drop the link below. But the playbook is a great anchor as the first way for you to sort of creatively deliver all of the value and the first anchor product that you'll have as a coach, as a consultant, or as that personal brand. So the way I did it was I kept notes forever of all of the people I was helping. A lot of the shows we were playing, I was still in that mode where I was sort of one foot in, one foot out. My personal brand being a musician, and also my professional brand where I was updating my CRM as a sales rep at a really big company. So I would go play a show, and in the same hour, I'd having to go back to my hotel room, update my Salesforce CRM, and then get ready to play a show. So I finally made that jump and was able to pursue Rhythm and build this company full time, but it took me a really long time to get there. The first thing I did was I kept really copious detailed notes just in my notepad on my cell phone, and every time I had one of these moments, just so I wouldn't forget what it felt like, I jotted it down. Then I compiled all of those notes over about a year's time and just dumped them into a Google Doc. So I opened a Google Doc and I wanted to create the first, what I call brand wellness playbook. For me, it was the fully comprehensive way to build a really healthy, very cohesive brand for a personal brand. So we took all the elements, I told stories in there, I break it down into a very specific formula that we're actually going through in this course. And it just gave people a way to understand, what is my IP? How do they subscribe to me? How do they purchase my IP? The playbook's a great way to do it. So if you haven't done anything yet, the website could be your service offering or your system offering, your software offering. It tells a little bit about you and the people that you help, describes your avatar, good place to go land to get an email address. But the playbook is a great way to interact with people, to send them a DM, or to set up what we call a VSL or a video sales letter, which we'll dive into more later, on a landing page. So if someone comes to your website, they want to download something, they want to subscribe to your email newsletter, newsletter, give them the playbook for free. That's the best time to do it. You can also do it over paid social media or organic even. You can show up on social media, do a video just like this with your iPhone and say, hey, I'm Matt. I just launched a coaching business. It's going to be for real estate agents that want to go from their first million to their first 10 million in home sales. Awesome. Great. If you're the person that's going to do that, then write the playbook on how I went from 1 million to $10 million in real estate. I guarantee you there's going to be a humongous market of people that are trying to do exactly that one thing. And if you wrote the playbook for it, that's a great lead magnet. It's a great way to develop authority. It's a great way to introduce yourself and lead with value. And then all of those leads will come back to you that you can remarket to. You can try to get them to book a time with you to sell them on your system or your transformation and your coaching product. So a lot of different ways to do this. I love the playbook as the first way to anchor your IP into a deliverable product and have that experience be you as the authority, making your IP tangible.